everyone, and welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas. It is December 10th, 2019, and I'm Kay, host of the BedeSisters podcast. How are you? I am slightly distracted. Bentley has again come for a visit. He apparently hears when I start talking to my phone and is concerned about me, so he has come to say hello. Let's see if I can get him to say hello. That's my cup. Okay. All right, well, I can't show you if you keep doing that. I know. Be a good boy, Bentley. That's a good boy. I am having lemon ginger tea, which I find very soothing. I think I'm just tired today. Yesterday was a really busy day. Today, not quite so much, but I think I just probably need to get to bed a little sooner. I've been staying up too late. The other thing I'm having is this bar cookie brownie sort of thing. It is left over from my husband's drop-in and it looks pretty good. I will confess to having one, I think it was at lunch today, and it's good. We brought home lots of leftovers from the party, so that was part of our dinner tonight. I made a pot of chili and we had little pulled pork, kind of like sliders, little sandwiches, along with our chili tonight for dinner. So that was pretty nice and it was helpful. It kind of rounded out our dinner. So how's Advent going for you? Are you doing an Advent project, Bentley? No. Good boy. I'm almost done with the troll hair colorway. I've got just a little bit left, just a little bit. And then next is this caramel deliciousness. I was counting the minis left. I could almost do a second blanket with the minis that friends have shared with me. Amazing. And I may actually do that. I'm actually kind of considering on mini skein number 12, going back in with the decreases. And that way I'd finish up, if I were on time, on Christmas or Christmas Eve anyway. And then maybe I could do another one. What do you think? Is that crazy? I think it's a little crazy. This is my Advent mini skein for today. This one's from Dana of Unwind Yarn. And just see the Christmas tree. They're so cute. I love the little foxes and sweaters. I know. Bentley's back, of course. Okay, all right, you wanna see it? I won't look, you look at it first. How gorgeous. And it is from some of Dana's yarn. Journey Sock from Unwind Yarn Company, Victorian Red. No, Bentley. Isn't that pretty? I really like that. Sort of just a really rust kind of red, I guess. Kind of gold, leans a little gold. Really pretty. Thank you, Dana. I went on a walk this morning. It was just sort of muggy warm, which is weird this time of year. I just didn't have a lot of energy, so instead of running, I walked. I walked almost 3 miles, but it was walking. So I started out, I was going pretty good, and this truck turned onto our driveway. And I knew my husband wasn't coming home because I think I had just talked to him. Our son drives the truck, but he was at home, and this one was coming in. I was walking out toward the road, and this was coming back in. So I thought, I'm just going to stand my ground, see what happens. It turned out it was a friend of my cousin, maybe even friend of a friend, but anyway. He and a buddy hunt on the property next door, and so he was coming by to check trail cams, I think. So we had a little conversation there on the driveway, and then I headed back to the house and got Bentley and took Bentley for a walk. So we had a nice little walk today. We may not be able to do that tomorrow because it has already started raining, and I think it'll be raining through, I don't know if it'll be raining in the morning or not, but it may be. So I thought we needed to get in a good walk today. He's right beside me because we might not get to do it tomorrow. I was listening to Anna Karenina. This is part of my quest that Leo Tolstoy, Anna Karenina. Part of my quest to read, or in this case listen to, books that I should have read when I was in school but didn't. And this is one of them. I thought I need to read something by Tolstoy, and this felt more reachable than War and Peace. So listening to Anna Karenina, I had been reading it on my Kindle, and I was about a third of the way through, but I tend to read at night just before I go to bed, or at least just before I go to sleep. And it was going to take me 3 or 4 lifetimes to get through it, reading 2 or 3 pages at night before I fell asleep. So my theory is if I listen to it, I will be listening to it while I'm doing other things, like going for a walk or doing chores, that kind of stuff. And I think that's going to work out pretty well. The recording I'm listening to is Maggie Gyllenhaal. It was a little pricey for an audiobook. I'm not a member of Audible, but I do purchase books through Audible just whenever I want one. This one was $22 or $23, but it's 35, I think almost 36 hours long. If I listen to an hour a day, it's going to take me over a month. It's a really long book, but it's actually been really nice. And a lot of times I think that I get more out of it if I'm reading it myself rather than listening. In this case, I actually think it's working the other way. I think having a really talented reader is really helping the plot sink in and helping me remember the characters a little bit better. So that's been really good, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I recommend that. If it's a book you seem to struggle to get through but you really want to read, try an Audible. And as I said, you don't have to be a member of Audible. You don't have to subscribe to it month to month. You can purchase individual books. So that's been a really good option for me. I'm looking at my notes. I have a few notes for today. Tomorrow, Janie has another writing lesson in the morning. My son has violin, so I'll be heading back into town pretty much first thing in the morning. And I'll try to get some pictures while I'm there, and hopefully I'll get a little bit of knitting time while I'm in there. And I think the rain will clear out early enough that we might get in a walk tomorrow. We'll see. Well, I hope you are having a wonderful December 10th and that you are getting prepared for Christmas. See you tomorrow. Merry Christmas.